Bruh, let me tell you something. You know this shit so serious. What you did, I did. This Sugar Man. Sugar cane. You the one named me Sugar Man. Cause they messed up and cut one of the sugar cane. And when they cut that sugar cane down, you was mad because you told them sugar cane was gonna get in anything you needed it to get in for free. They didn't even have to do nothing to it, just tell it. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't believe it. They cut it with a knife. And then they taught their sons to do that same thing and work. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Then they blame you in the story. No, they didn't blame me. It happened just like I said. You seen their mouth moving. I heard they mind. What their complaints was when they got outside the garden. Outside the garden, people had everything too, but they were selling theirs. They had a little, routine and this and that, and they had a name they went by that they put together, and they got all together, all the angels. That's why a lot of people don't quote the Book of Enoch, because they knew Adam won with the Book of Enoch. They went home. Debaters, the great debaters. You know what I'm saying? The great debaters, you need to watch the great debaters again. You know what I'm saying? No, don't watch that no more, Daddy. Then we teaching the kids wrong things, wrong habits. We teaching them slavery again. And we don't want, because in that movie, it really taught the kids what happened. You know what I'm saying? They chased them. If the white people heard that it was a meeting going on, they would chase them, you know what I'm saying? And all that. And the rappers tried to help y'all out on a video with Pimp C, you know what I'm saying? Then, it was too much. We couldn't go that route because Adam came back from Germany, you know what I'm saying? Then when Adam came back from Germany, you know what I'm saying? He came back and he established Saturdays, him and Brickhouse Brown. You know what I'm saying? All he had to do was sit there and, talk to Brickhouse Brown. You know what I'm saying? And Brickhouse Brown loved him, because he knew who he was, Lil Adam. Then he sent out there to Kawanda and, Kawanda, you know what I'm saying? He asked Kawanda for the phone number and Troy got it. This Brickhouse Brown. I wasn't in you either, God, but I knew you was coming back because you liked me so much on the TV. So, I wasn't your favorite star either. You know what I'm saying? And then Kevin, Kevin got you kind of interested in it. And then Junkyard Dog, soon as he met you, he had to come out the movie. So they said he had a wreck on a motorcycle. He had a car accident. And I think that's when you hit the man or somewhere around there, somewhere. It wasn't your fault when you hit the man, but that was an actor already dead, Daddy. This the truck driver. He walked out in the middle of the road. Boom. That wasn't you. You ain't called yourself out there to do that. The man just went out there. But he was ending his life from the nursing home, from things that he seen in the nursing home that he wanted to tear up old files. People, they seen a lot. But when you see things, just leave it. Let God take care of it. God gonna only let you remember what you need to remember. And God is what you need to remember. You know what I'm saying? And we, like in the airplane right now, you know what I'm saying? And I'm Snoop Dogg right now, you know what I'm saying? And we flying, you know what I'm saying? I took over right now. Like they sing them songs, Jesus take the wheel. World. I got the wheel. It's God. You in the car. You could be asleep now. I bet when you wake up, you'll be up the road. Apologize for yesterday. Yeah, what's up, God? Adam was mad. What's up? Cause Adam been waiting on y'all. Y'all been telling him, soon as y'all hear it, y'all coming tomorrow. And Adam know J-Dog. You done heard him 1,000 times. And he been waiting on that white Bentley to pull up. Now you make sure the instrumental that you put on this is cold-blooded, J-Dawg. Cause I'm coming with my hardest shit. Now the instrumental to this gonna have to vary. It's gonna have to go to 16 bars to 32. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Cause I'm coming to the world straight to your heart. Just like when you get those things, that's what you do when you ain't got no rap. So them niggas won't know you was sweating. J-Dawg. And I seen God come round the corner. And he said, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Young blood. They call him old school. Old school cool. You know what I'm saying? With everybody. Ain't got no problems. Old school trying to give us some money. But we gotta give him money first. No matter what your title is, he don't care. Long as you ain't stealing, killing, or destroying. Yeah, 7-9 a long time ago, I heard y'all talking about that. Yeah, you could be a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't care about drugs. You could be a drug dealer. That could be your occupation. And you could be out of work. Because you felt something deep inside. You know what I mean? Because God was going to talk to the president, Donald Trump. And they was going to sit down and really talk about being like Amsterdam. You know what I mean? I gave Amsterdam his name. People that's out there smoking their weed every now and then is covered. You know what I'm saying? Just like y'all was covered through the blood of Jesus, you covered through God. You know what I mean? That weed is nothing but something growing in the ground for smoking. You know what I mean? They used to smoke the tree of life. But I hid that, man, because we live forever. We had years on. We had more years on to ourselves by smoking the tree of life. Ain't nobody judging it down there. You ain't gonna judge it either, because you smoked it too. Thank you for coming to the earth and not becoming a dope fiend, because we needed you to work all the way through down here. Thank you. Y'all welcome. And thank you for not drinking wine and all that there. But when you get back to heaven, Diane, you know when you take your tithing off and you gotta drink wine. We not gonna make y'all do that this time. We gonna keep y'all from doing that this time, Diane. But Church of Christ, Church of Christ was the one true church. The Church of Christ. But Paul and all them there started the one true church. So to y'all, Christ was the first, but the disciples was the first to write about it. All this stuff we rewrote was in heaven. You couldn't have done that on earth. Didn't nobody know about it on earth because we came in babies. We had to read the book and then understand and then go back and try to take ourselves back to it. But we did. We love y'all, man. And we'll always love y'all. Donald Trump, all the way down to Mayor so-and-so down here in Lake Jackson. We love you. And we'll always love you. You know what I'm saying? We'll always love you. Gonna love you till the day you die. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump. That's why I made you the last president. We going home. And everybody who didn't pay them tithes and offerings in trouble. Yeah, it's too late. You ran out of oil. It's too late to send them now. It's too late to send them now, but I'm going to give you the address. You might get here in time. The address is 101 Majestic Oak Circle, Lake Jackson, Texas. 77566 to pay your tithes and offerings. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Now, whoever in 113 Beechwood, if you're not on God's side, you know, now I'm talking about all the kids in the family of yours. If I came to that house right now, your family is supposed to be able to tell me all about me when you see me and tell me all the good things I do and all that, like Troy and them. When I came back to Lake Jackson, Troy knew I rode motorcycles good. Troy got me hooked up to a fella that had one. He wanted me to see if I could ride wheelies on it and stuff. Then, you know what I'm saying, I end up later on, you know, doing a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But 113 Beechwood is a house better know to live in that house. You know, I wouldn't even go in there. This is the ghost of the world. And I'm just serious business. I wouldn't even go in there to live. And if I was the lady that owned it, if I didn't give it to Adam LaTroy Jackson, I wouldn't even want to live. Because, you know, that's something that he needs to have in his possession. The house that Diane in, she need to keep that. Because a move from that, if she got some bad memories in it, she need to move from it. And everybody need to be good people. And Jeffrey Fuller, you know what you did for me. I ain't got to put your business in the street. Let me tell you something. All y'all people that don't believe in male to male marriages, men are men at first. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have no babies. But then I had to make somebody from Stosey real and name it something, and it was Jeffrey, a boy. You know what I'm saying? So I had to make another one again out of his other rib, and it came out being Diane. You know what I'm saying? So what I did, I took Stosey and Diane, you know what I'm saying? They was daddy and daughter, and I made Jeffrey Fuller. You know what I'm saying? And when I made that Jeffrey Fuller, I made that Jeffrey Fuller to be an Adam, an ATOM. You know what I'm saying? And that's on the Safety Council of Dow Chemical, this Mario. Now you know who in charge now, Mario Ortiz. He knows Jackson better than anybody. You come to this level, you out the game. Because they gonna find you. You know what I'm saying? And Adam ain't running from nobody because he's only God. This Mario Ortiz died from cancer. You want to die, man? His arm was a noodle the other day. Nash working. God fixed it. He God. This Mario, I know, because I'm in him now. I wanted him to come speak my Mario, but he's scared to go to Lake Jackson where y'all killed him at. Damn. I had to come get him. Bring him up. 1998 though, not 2000 or now. That's how come he's so sincere, because he love everybody. He love his hometown, plus he loves Santa, plus he loved, Lake Jackson people. Even though Tatum was his step grandfather, step uncle, he did everything they wanted him to do because he knew them was his step people, and you don't do step people wrong, and he ain't never do that. When he did do that, he called himself, and he knew that gotta be that nigga there, that nigga daddy doing that shit, because God won't do no shit like that. And God changed his way. You know what I'm saying? You don't hit no step kid. You know what I'm saying? And you don't leave nothing in the world that'll come back, as a daddy. Because, everybody love their children. And Peabody was my son. That was Carla. Peabody was Carla, Tristy. Not just your daddy, but that was your daddy's real. So, and Rodney, how you think Trail looked so much like Rodney? It was Rodney real, made into a seed, sent into his mama. Shit. Man, I'm telling too many goddamn secrets. No, you ain't daddy. You just dropping knowledge. This Nike, the shoe of the century. Change the name, Nike shoe, if you want to stay in business. Because we don't go down there no more. And ain't nobody trying to walk in no store that's got a Nike with an eye on it. Because if you got an eye on it, you are. And if you in the UR, you can't smoke, drink, nothing in this county. You know what I'm saying? Because you somebody they can use to hurt us. So.
That's why your phone.
Yeah, right there.
I'll get back.
So, our phones got to change, all that. We got 5G, and that's cool. But that's just start talk. That's just start talk. You know what I'm saying? But it's God talk. 5G, you know who the fuck I am. I'm 5G. I ain't coming back, man. Fuck that. I'm going back to Germany. Shit, mix Terry with Britta. Put a little bit of Nita in there. And a whole lot of Nita in there in that Louisville one. And then, shit. In Rowan, you have us. A long time from now. Because I ain't trying to die this Nita, Rowan. You better not kill Grandma. Big Mama got to live a long time. So let Big Daddy be Adam, goddamn, for Big Mama, and Nita be Mama. Please, and keep us alive. And it's only Rowan's blood, Daddy, we using to heal the people. That's the secret. You ain't heard that from me. But Rowan, his name is Rowan. You heard it yourself today. And Daddy didn't have to say that. And if y'all in the house, that's the end of the safety council. And good doing business with y'all. Y'all done heard the story of Adam Jackson. Some people had to get up because they really didn't want to work for the company no more after they got up after a few times. And then they had to sit back down and listen to it again. So that's the batch that came back that, defective. We cleaned it up. Like that dude that went home and killed his wife from the mag sales. That's why we charging Daddy, because it was a dude went back and killed his wife, then came back to the mag sale, you know what I'm saying, killed his wife and her boyfriend, and then came back to the mag sales, and then went back to work, you know what I'm saying, and then they came and caught him, but he was in the right because, it was his girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, a wife or whatever. He wasn't in the right. Never curse that. Never to kill, steal, or destroy. You know what I'm saying? Whatever a man do, he don't kill, steal, or destroy to do shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't double back to kill no goddamn body. You get yourself caught up in that, then you're going to be seeing something, then you're going to kill somebody, and somebody going to kill you. That's why I don't fuck with women like that. You know what I'm saying? People get killed. Watch the movies showing you how I'm dying all the goddamn time. And I'll never let it be behind no woman again. I got friends, a lot of them. I call them wives. They just commit love to me. They don't write it down on paper. You know what I'm saying? And when I ain't theirs, they ain't theirs. They got another man, they got another man. They sign that paperwork. Then they come to an end. They come to an end. I can't pick them back up, and then they get mad at me again, and then don't want to be my friend and want me to work and learn from my eyes. I always wanted to teach welding from my eyes, and I did that. It's over. I did that for John them every day, hours and hours, fixing the plant. When I was doing it, Henry was doing it. When Henry was doing it, they was doing it. Well, we was doing it at different times. And if I didn't do nothing, then they got mad because they was doing it all. And I wasn't supposed to be doing shit no goddamn way, but thinking about what I'm thinking about while they goddamn well, because they was stealing information from me. And the plants will always run smooth, will always give you good sugar, because that was a sacrifice from the sugar cane to the sugar man. And he's sorry, the sugar cane killed sugar man, not the man. So the man is Adam in that boy that accidentally shot sugar man, I guess, because he didn't know that was sugar cane and not no man. Adam never did a thing, but the spirit in him, the sugar cane, wanted to kill it because the sugar cane told the secret. And that's when the Masons became Asons. Aces. And aces stay the same, wrote the same, and always stay little man. Boy. Don't act crazy yourself. Boy, y'all better leave me alone, Papa. This is me.
Hello, world. This God.
Boy, shit.
Your boy.
And we through now. Shit. Y'all come holler at me if y'all want to. Shit. If you get to this star, you come on.
You know what
you didn't fall off. I think a lot of people
on Earth.
A lot of
my wife's
killed,
nephew, actually, but then he my nephew. But then he's my paternal
got the whole side on my team.
son.
You know, I ain't playing no more. I'm through playing because somebody's gonna kill somebody and we're gonna be hurting people's feelings and stuff. So I ain't.
No, it wasn't like that. I was in there, but I wasn't in there like that.
You know what I'm saying? Beard and shit. Laylo did the same thing.
I'm in there all the time.
Had to leave the goddamn move early.
Y'all don't talk. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
The jury
I'm always in there.
In the goddamn
cast.
You
do that.
Fuck that shit.
You know what
this
I'm
Polara. I love you, Adam, and I'm the same age
but y'all don't know what I'm talking about.
And you know what? I ain't gonna even tell you. Don't even trip. Just
every
listen.
time.
And sorry about whatever I ever did to you that embarrassed you or embarrassed me, and I'm through with that. Boy, we crazy. Bay City got a lot of words to say about you, Adam. It's too many good words about what you say every day, though. This Lynn and Sonya and Quinny and the whole world. And Quinny is definitely listening. It's Cuny Dale, Adam and Red Arrow is on the goddamn road.
You know what I'm talking about. I'm doing so.
Where you at ain't nobody
to the
that ever
women,
messed with you.
Know, but then
and
you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say
gonna mess with you again. Because they done took you up on spaceships and blew up
what
and
you
the whole
need
world
to be doing to your woman.
Because everybody was taking you up. See,
I
if you the one that's goddamn, you know, you go up there to get it.
When she ain't,
you can't go nowhere from that motherfucker. It ain't no prison.
You know
it's just a place where we love each other.
Some women that
we all family, but we know how to live here.
You
and
know
we know
what
how to
saying,
talk to each other.
You know what's up on
but then
that.
You know how wrestling is. Wrestling
you know what I'm
is
saying.
wrestling. Y'all, you know what I'm
so
saying?
You just
it ain't nothing but a sport that y'all can play
know what
and
I'm saying, and
it's all good.
Move on.
Don't do the shit for real, Tupac. Because if you do it for real, it's for real.
Got too many kids,
and then
you
see
yourself
like I seen you
God
with hoes
approve
in you, and then
because in heaven we don't get married no way just because of
normal. It was just suspicious to me. I ain't trying to get in there. I don't know what nobody. I don't know if I'll ever know nobody. I don't care. But ain't nobody worth being, that much of a star that he can kill all the stars.
But then they get
just
them papers, they close their legs.
The daddies be skipped all the time. So you know what I'm saying? It'll be
that's why
Adam
every
C.
man should
And we
have
got the heads, and a lot of names fell off. But they was just Satan, Lucifer, and all that. And the good Adam in you, the real you, spelled like Adam would spell it in heaven, came up in Adam. And you saved because Adam saved, and your old self is, down there. And it's saved though, but it's more like me because you learned from me now. You can walk again, Chris Ward, and you can do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You got all the money in the world.
We the coldest. You know what I'm saying? And like I was telling Darren, man, I'm colder than I was when I was Jesus. Because Jesus took 3 days to come, to wake up and come back. I took 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I killed myself in 98. Early.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Late 97 when I got
you gotta
my
forgive
letter.
me if I don't forgive
I can no longer
myself.
represent you because
come
it's
back.
interfering with my other clients. That was a letter from my lawyer.
Yeah.
That was the letter that tore my life apart.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure did.
So you owe me $400 million. Rebecca Murphy, that's how much you owe me, and make sure you get Dow to give you the money. You know what I'm saying? Get $500 million from Dow, and then you send me 4, and you'll be all right. You'll keep 100. You know what I mean? Keep you living like you've been living since I paid you off through Dow. It's interfering with my other clients. Made me kill myself. You know what I'm saying? And then God stayed in my place. That's why you here on earth right now. Because when I die, everybody die. Where you was when everything got dark? Huh? Where you was gone. Because God was gone. And you come back when God come back. Like I say, I'm better than I was when I was Jesus. Because I came back into
it. Hey, Papa Ina, Uncle Pet, Papa Babe, and Papa Jesse, and Papa Enoch, all y'all up there at the top. Hey, I figured it out, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how we gonna do this because Nisha wanna change her look and stuff like that, but I need to get a movie started. It'll clear my mind. I need to get Nisha a best friend and make them not twins, but some that I can tell the difference of, but look alike. Because that's how come my girl looks so much like Nisha on the which, because that's where my baby girl wear her hair on the game. You know what I'm saying? And she got friends on the game and stuff like that. I don't know how she made herself look like that, but she did. On the event probably did it, Daddy. But that's the way they do this needle. Money ain't nothing, Adam. And we don't want you to try to kill yourself no more. That's why we get on you by smoking. But we know you the only thing that's going to ever save our life if we ever fall again. Nobody falls in heaven. Fail is just a word. You know what I'm saying? Fail, if you spit with the AI, it's just, you failed. You know what I'm saying? You can come back that next year. It's always an 85. You know what I'm saying? This 84 right here. 85 next year. Then shit. You know Adam graduated 85, or at least say about time. And then we just laugh. Remember that, Jackson? Remember that? Don't cry, nigga. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Because if he come in that car with Richard George coming down there with Laylo and them, and they got No, ain't nothing like that happen. Never. Laylo got out the way. That was before Laylo died. So I come to get Laylo. So I won't name him that shit no more. That's the last one. That's the name of my boy, Laylo. So ain't letting Laylo like that no more. Laylo, you killed yourself, nigga. Don't do that shit no more. Lay low. And Layla is news goddamn sheriff and goddamn she the new sheriff representative of the state of Texas. Layla and Shayla. Either one of them. And the world is fixed for me. And as long as when I get to Texas, man, I'm cool. I can drive around this motherfucker and see stores open all night long. I ain't got no little corner store that close up at 10. If he want to close up at 10, he good. But then, man, why are we wasting this space on little stores that, jack prices up on stuff and, just have a little bit of stuff when we got what we need at the regular stores? You know what I'm saying? People ain't gonna be just rushing the stores, but just don't come in one town, man, and just try. You know where Adam at, but y'all don't know where he at. But when you get here, we done been here several times, took pictures of him while you was out there sprinkling the seeds all over the ground. This us, Daddy, this the top dogs. All of us made it one time. This first time ain't Millen, but ain't nobody ever made it up here to the top but you. Ever. That's the whole thing. So we cool, man. Everybody cool. Just we ain't lose no friends, man. Everybody here that was here, Jeremy, you probably a cousin or a best friend or brother, son. You probably Adam the first one. I know that gotta be the truth, because you couldn't have brought me up here if you wasn't. Like a chauffeur taking me all over the world and building houses and doing all kinds of stuff. Champ told me he wanted to be a real estate agent. I didn't believe it. See, witchcraft is witchcraft, Daddy. This Champ, witchcraft. And I say I do this, but I might really do this in another place. So you won't ever try to hurt me or kill me, on an episode or something, you know what I'm saying? So we had to do that. You was a man with a problem we didn't understand, and now we figured it out. And all it is he used to be a man, and now he God. So he God now, he need a credit card, and since he gonna get a credit card, he want all y'all to have one too. And it's the biggest God of the world, the air. Now say my name and write it every time for hundreds of times. Then you can go outside.
Days instead of 3. Boy, I'm the coldest thing ever, dear. The coldest. Now I'm gonna take this video and I'm gonna give it to the world. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do what y'all wanna do with it. Niecy already claiming half the money. You know what I mean? That's just on your CD, Niecy. Yeah. That's just the royalties on your CD, Niecy. So you better start selling them. It's yours. Me talking to Niecy. God talking to Niecy. I did that one time, telling her she needs to get Kirkland homeschooled. You know what I'm saying? So he stay out of trouble and she could put something on that behind while he acting crazy in school. Yeah. You know what I mean? This God. Homeboy listening to me on his phone, dear. He ain't slick. You know what I'm saying? I know you listening. Everybody listening. The whole world listening. All the people of the world listening. God, this Michael Jordan. The greatest ever in basketball. But you the greatest ever in the word, God. And I'm sorry about y'all police officers, but sound like y'all going to hell, man. A lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all gonna be there too that provoked them by cussing them out. But we here, everybody. We here. And we gonna stay here. We gonna be here and we gonna stay here forever. You know what I'm saying? God is with y'all. I love y'all, and I'm gonna get with y'all a little bit later. On tonight. So I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.
You know, I used to travel to Mexico. You know, I can say now, you know, statute of limitation on God ain't shit, you know, because if you don't forgive him, then you drop out the game anyway. So I ain't got nobody up here. I don't have nobody at $8 chemical. I shouldn't. Shit. Now, if I should drive to Lake Jackson and see a fucking Dow Chemical and they can change solution for fucking money, and the God that came to the earth to save this motherfucker, and this your boy Daddy, man, hey, it's all good. You can come on to work. Solution, man. All you gotta do is come to the front gate. Whatever gate you come to, you just come there and tell them Norman Jones. You looking for Norman Jones. I'm coming out. And after that, me and you gonna have a whole different, because me and your segments gonna be shit. We just going, we finna change this world, man. We going to the all rigs and we ain't gonna hurt you either, God. Nobody is. Tex didn't die like that. Tex died of natural causes, but he had to get out of town, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened, how, you know, because it was like they was after Tex, you know what I'm saying? And Tex had, oh man, so I don't even want to go there. That was about the damn Tex still my cousin. I ain't give a damn about that. When Tex had took your engine stand, and then I'm glad Tex took that engine stand, because that engine stand went to Jerry Bryant. And if Jerry Bryant still got that engine stand worth trillions of dollars. This Jerry Fimmel, that's Adam Jackson's first place ribbon. Man, don't make me cry, pig, because if you come down here talking shit like that, man. Man, you taking us way back, Pig. This Miss India, I'm in here. This boy, I'm in here, Pig, man. Man, you done took us way up in the sky, Pig. I'm talking about we up here, man. It's Lee and Adam. You need to come home, see us. Y'all give him what he want. What more y'all want? What more y'all want? What he ain't do that y'all done that's better than what he doing, keeping him from getting what he want today versus getting it tomorrow after y'all tell him we got ours, come get yours. I don't need no surprise to tell me come get my money. There's somebody under the bridge waiting on y'all to put the first, say the bank is open. Everybody come on, COVID-19 is over. Ain't no more war. Ain't nobody gonna kill you. The air is fresh. It's strange, just like good Kool-Aid. All the flavors in. I done rinsed it out. It was brown and tan. Just like that motorcycle was, just like everybody came in, running in, looking at the parts of my motorcycle when I got it painted before they stole it. That's the color the guard is. That's my grandson Rowan, my grandson James 2 times, almost 3, and then little Jakai Jesus and Leah and Trey and Angel and little Jazara and little Jazar. That's my boy. So they coming in the world that's gonna make everything where you go to the counter of the store to buy any medication for anything you need. Now, if we should get shot up or something, don't worry, leave it at that. That don't show me, don't tell me. I don't want to know. That's back there in my life. I don't hear stuff like that up here. So if y'all knowing that down there, then y'all some people that didn't agree on something God asked y'all to do sometime. And he was giving y'all stuff, sending stuff to y'all. I remember hearing Uncle Rich and them couldn't even go to New York in trucks. Because if you get to New York, then somebody going, open your truck up and steal all the stuff out your truck, because wasn't nobody giving no money out and stuff. Man, that was all about money, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to work together to live together, you know what I'm saying? And we don't want to keep y'all in like Trauma. Trauma daddy didn't want me to meet him, and they wrote their name on them, Trauma. If you in heaven and you meet somebody like Trauma, meet him and tell him he got whatever he want, whenever he want, how he want. Because he the one told me in New York, don't look up at the skyscrapers because they going to know you not from here. And they going to try to steal your stuff. Because it was all about money, man. Everybody was about money around this motherfucker. Everything was about money. You had to have money. Either Rolex was fake on the street for $60. I think that's what I got. I had got a fake Rolex and a Adidas warm up, and Adidas was nice then. That was the nicest name brand. It was Jay-Z and them out there. I was supporting them. Buying something that they had out there. Rockefeller. I forgot what was really going on right back then. But then I was supporting them, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I supported everybody. Man, I was a Tupac fan. I wasn't no killer or stealer or no murder or nothing like that. I was a little petty thief. God damn, man. I used to steal car parts and shit. This Slim Thug. Make a little car look good. I'm the one helped pick with that goddamn car that BB and them had. But I wasn't in his grave. But when he came to Bay City and he seen them riding in, he knew that was your funeral, nigga. That was us taking you in when you seen that and y'all just laughed because it was just one nigga behind a hearse and it was you coming. And it was just one nigga and the hearse. Ain't nobody even care about whoever that was that died. That was the last nigga that ever did anything to a person. And he had died for it, probably. Because that was a bad neighborhood you was cleaning up when you was going there to buy that dope. You know what I'm saying? They would let them niggas have shit. Now, the people that were selling that dope, let them come in and get some, you know what I'm saying? But then, now, stores back. Y'all open them stores back up with the weed, though, man. No more legal. For where we gonna go? Make this shit illegal again, and then start killing each other to lie to each other because somebody gonna die tomorrow or something. Stop looking back at that shit. All that shit clean now. I got good Al. Ain't no goddamn good bad Adams no more. If they don't know their name Adam, shit. And his name in y'all's book, shit, you don't change shit in your book until you got Adam in front of you and Adam tell you what it say. And if it's he Adam, y'all got a sign, and this sign is straight up the Lord and love. Ain't no gang sign, but straight up Lord and love. So that's our cue. You know what I'm saying? If you do that to me, I'm gonna say, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do that there, because that's letting somebody in the world know we out here. This the prison. Prison was riding and stuff one day, God, but it ain't riding no more, because where we at, they teaching us the way you supposed to teach whoever you supposed to teach in a prison, to not go out like a Tate going to a star that sending a Tate to a star like Diane, you know what I'm saying? So if Nisha and them come down, he can mess with them. That's kind of messed up. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got all these ID cards and all that stuff, because people turn into people when they get out of town. And, some people don't deserve it. We ain't saying that they don't deserve it. That's the thing I want y'all to know. I said, even those who tempt God that make it this far, I'm going to give everything to. So don't try to say who deserves what. That's y'all's problem. If I jack off, I jack off. I want a nut. You mad because you ain't getting none because you scared a devil gonna kill you. I said devil dead, a name. The son Adam, he back. Whoever had bad names that was copying him and his, then they ain't got them names no more. And Adam LaTroy Jackson was an American, not no goddamn African, just American. And he was the only one here when everything was here. With nothing here, nothing. And Adam was the one we made. And then we made Adam again and a woman. Then we made Adam by himself, and this one is him. And he my daddy. And he made me and him and Jeremy and them, all them, and told us don't never come up here unless you want to, talk to me simple, because I ain't. See, that was a problem. That nigga came out at work one day in somebody's life in the United States with Hankinson and Jackson, and that was Hank and Jackson, the Hank that he was working with in Jackson. But he didn't know he was Jackson daddy. You know what I'm saying? Hank didn't. That's how come they kept Hank in safety, because that's Jackson's job. That's why Jackson can come to work. This Hank. All you gotta do is come to work and say, Hank told me to get with him. Now you get with Hank and you tell him, man, he come tell me he ain't tell me that. I kiss my goddamn ass. I'm ready to go to work, Hank. I'm working for you, not John. Now John, he going on home. I don't know who John was talking to all the time when you was keeping up with the plant, but that's your job now, Hank. You got that job, not Ernest and John. Now fair is fair. I ain't letting them run shit. It just wouldn't run right for me. Now I got you, Hank. Now shit, ain't nobody. If they ain't got nothing to do, they don't do it. Don't be just making up jobs for a motherfucker, make a motherfucker build your plan up, and you ain't paying them everything, keeping them away from their family for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now get this shit right. Shit, I'm ready to go to work, and come on to work, Daddy. This Hank. Call me. Now ain't no more shame. That's the only thing we was keeping you away from. We're gonna get you a dually nigga photo. This D, man, I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas be tripping up here, Daddy. This Troy Jones, I love your ass. Like I say, forgive me, nigga. Shit.
Well, on the song St. Pablo, I said, I'm praying an outer body experience will happen so people can see my light and know it's not just rapping. You have the context of rap. Here go one related. I want to talk about rap. Here go one related to what I was saying about the fashion show. So, if my name pops up in a publication, and today I don't want to use white, black man, so all too much of it out. I want to modernize, but I want to speak about the concept of racism as something that is something we're in, it's something of the past, it's something we'll break in the future. So I say this, if it's a white publication, if they use the word rapper, they're not saying that in a complimentary way. They trying to say that to not classify it in a Howard Hughes, Picasso's, Einstein artist way. Yeah, artist or just person or something. Just who I am. Whatever. Say my name and whatever. Just say my first name or say half of my first name. Say yay. Whatever. And whatever someone takes from that, then cool. And then say what happened. Just leave it there. Don't put no extra sauce on it. So when they put the rapper, and then they'll say something I'll say that's like absolutely inspired. But if they put it in something inspired in the wrong context, will come off as I don't want to say crazy, because I also want to change the stigma of crazy. I want to change the stigma of mental health, period. And I have not done no extra study on it. We at the beginning of it, we're at the beginning of the conversation, but best believe I'm going to take stigma off the word
But let's just say for now, people will take
I
something that's
like
in life,
that. I like that,
put it in a
son.
different
I like that. I
context,
like
and
that,
call it
daddy. I'm
crazy
talking.
to try to diminish the impact and the value of what I'm actually saying.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I say I go to therapy every Friday at 3 o'clock because sometimes you feel like Rafiki in the Lion King. Remember Rafiki? Rafiki knew exactly where Simba came from. He knew exactly who Simba was and what Simba was about. But everybody was saying, "Yo, Rafiki is crazy. Stay away from him." But one day Rafiki took that staff and hit Simba over the head and said, "No, you're crazy because you don't even know who you are. Look at this lake and let me show you where you come from." I think you might have forgotten that you're Kanye West because so many people were trying to make you believe that you were lesser than who you truly are.
Oh yeah. If you hang around people who act like you are who you are, then you'll forget who you are. And I got a doper way. I've written it down, and that was a ball doper way. Yeah, tweet. We should just tweet while we like.
I was right on that.
Speaking of Twitter,
I love y'all.
how does that feel coming back to Twitter? Because I'm coming back to Twitter because I would think that the hardest thing for Kanye West is to be quiet. Yeah, he was quiet for like a year.
I didn't have a lot to say. I had a lot to learn, and right now you'll document where I'm at. I felt the need to speak at this point. When you look up 5 years from now or 10 years from now, I'll be even more. I'll have more experience. I'll be in a better place than I was today. But it's good for you to see. There'll be mistakes, there'll be flaws in the way I communicate today because we're human beings. We're flawed. I'm not media trained. I'm not studied in that. I'm not trying to say the right thing. I'm just saying exactly what I feel out of love.
When was the last time Kanye West felt like he had something to learn? That's interesting to hear you say. Kanye is the guy who seems to know everything, like to know what's going on as far as music, fashion. Like, when's the last time Kanye felt like he had something to learn?
Every day. Every day, I'm trying to learn something, and every day I get afraid. I'm fearful of things, and I just use bravery to overcome what I'm fearful of. I mean, what's the quote people always say? The wise man knows he knows nothing.
Yeah.
I'm learning. Now I'm expressing some things that I felt, and if they mean something to you at this time, then great. If not, then don't use them. So a lot of I think me and Jay's issue, my issue, it just came down to information. I'm super hungry for information. I need information more than I need validation, more than I need finance. I need if I learn how to fish, then I can feed my family forever. So I'm just constantly looking for the information. How do I set up a factory?
Do you feel like Jay was tossing you money as opposed to giving you information? The infamous line on 444 is, I gave Kanye 20 mil without thinking. He gave me 20 minutes on stage. What was he thinking? Oh, I think it was 20 mil without blinking, whatever it was. He gave me $20 million.
That concept that you gave me, that he gave me the money, that's what frustrated me because actually the money he got from Live Nation. Live Nation was managing me at the time. That's something normal that someone would give someone a touring deal. It was a touring deal. But the fact that it was worded that it came from him, I'm a very loyal, emotional, artist person. That made me feel like I owed more than just the money itself. For the fact that it came from him. It just put me under a bit more of a kind of controlled situation. It's like, and I'm only acting out of love. I don't need to be controlled. I just need to be inspired and informed, and I can be the best yay in that way. But if I have I gave this on it, and I don't have the full information of how it happened. Now that said, I think there was some love in that because on Jay's part, because did have to co-sign for it when the Live Nations and these different companies would co-sign for me, and I was in debt. Jay did have to go up and say, "I'm a co-sign for you."
Gotcha.
So the thing is, it's one of those ones like, have you ever done something where you did something for someone that's positive, but it was something about the way you did it that kind of like blew the whole thing up?
Yeah.
So Jay did something that was positive, but the fact that I didn't receive the information in the right way, because I always feel like, man, I'm out here in Hollywood. I'm out here like, my mom's passed. I don't know who I can trust. I don't trust nobody.
And Jay was big brother. His big brother.
Yeah.
I feel like both of y'all might have reacted emotionally though. Meaning that like you reacted emotionally when you was on stage and you ranted, and then he replied in a record. You know, that's not really his character or something like that. To put out like, well, this is what I did for such and such.
I mean, yeah, but he did it in a brotherly way. You know, he could have released an entire record or something like that. It was just a bar. You know what I mean?
Take over.
Yeah, could have went crazy. Got every single piece of information and possible on my life and stuff. Know the finances, all that. You know, so even like when I tweeted, I was in debt. That gave me power. I took my power back. Because it's like someone trying to say, like, yo, if you say this, you're not going to be cool no more. And it's like, man, my financial situation don't make me.
Yeah.
I'm in debt, now what? And I'm still yay.
Yeah, you did the Eminem hate mob. Let me say it about myself before somebody else can use it against me.
Yeah.
That's what I call living your truth. So live your truth. So, you know, when you live your truth, nobody can use your truth against you.
Yeah.
You know, where you and Jay at now?
We good. You know, we tweeting, we texting each other as positive energy.
Have y'all seen each other?
I haven't seen him, but I can feel him.
Or,
you know.
What keeps brothers like y'all from just, come to the house?
Man, let me ask y'all something. I was just finna say that, Charlamagne. Why me, you, and Kanye can't get together now? If Kanye can shake hands with the president, me and Kanye same age, because Kanye kind of remind me of my brother-in-law Leonard a little bit, and somebody else Kanye look like. But man, shit, we can't even get close to each other. We scared to get on a plane. I'm scared. I'm damn sure scared to get on a plane. I'm gonna run me into somebody's towers and just to knock theirs down, and then, you know what I'm saying? Knock mine down and then goddamn take over my shit. I used to play Monopoly, fake ass money. I ain't like playing it because the numbers ain't never fall on me. God would never give me boardwalk and shit, and I ain't never have enough money to pay for it if I'd have got on it. So goddamn, you know what I'm saying? I live like that. God showed me through Monopoly on the game. The shit a goddamn game when you playing with money. Get the motherfuckers the card. Show them you love them. Show them what you did for them. And then when you bring them back to life, then they got a better attitude and stuff. It wasn't Adam that wanted to kill himself. It was them plant people wanted to kill him. It wasn't the neighborhoods and the friends and family members. They was here. You know what I'm saying? They loved him. But then it was the white folk, and then the white folk had the money, and the dogs had everything. Dog this, dog that. They was giving shit to Mama Dear and them and this and that there at the house. But it wasn't time for Adam to get the money yet. So they was trying to be nice, but I had to test Adam and teach Adam about being God, like Ricky and them. When Ricky and them got on that motorcycle, Adam in Adam's mind, Adam said, y'all better not get on it. And them was Adam's friends, and Adam, ran in the house, and all of a sudden he heard, Rah! And then it cut off. And I knew them niggas had stole my motorcycle. So all of a sudden they jumped over the damn ditch, and Jim and them ditch, and jumped into that house. Boom. You know what I'm saying? And when I came home, people was losing houses and stuff. Jim and them houses just tore down, man. Then My house, Uncle Richard live in it, man. What kind of life is that for a nigga worked all his life planting rice and driving trucks for y'all? You know what I'm saying? Then when he messed around there and sued, and sued the insurance of Alamo, then Uncle CUNY and Aunt Margie messed around and lost Red Arrow and Alamo. Them was two businesses was theirs. I gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? But then when he sued the white folk, they had like the control because Adam was just his age. So that's the thing. But when I came in the world, don't worry, Adam, I was talking just like this. That's how come I told you talk too much. I was God talking to you, and I was me talking to me. When me and you was riding, Uncle Leroy. It was just like you and me, and I look just like you almost, Uncle Leroy, but I look like Uncle Peck to trickle, just in case, the family of Tennessee want to come find you. They don't have the same name, and it's not Kawanda, and it's not, Kawanda ain't got nothing to do with it, but we use Kawanda to see if she did something to you that had anything to do with the death of Leroy. And it was just simply, her and that doctor. And her and that doctor was in love. And see, what's the problem is when a woman belonged to a man and she his, come from the real, then she get with another man. You know what I'm saying? Leave him, get with another man. Then that man get in the eyesight of the ex-man. And then the ex-man is the good man, and then you got this ex, the ex man with the X is the good man, but the EX man is the bad one. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they can be good. If they are EX and they driving the EX, then they get that status. But they ain't worth that status if they don't work and they just at home beating on women and stuff like that. That's just the world that we came out of years ago. But that's who trying to hold y'all back. Them the ones who love not getting married and love doing this and that there with women all the time. But ain't nothing wrong with doing nothing this and that with women all the time. You got to do that, but you got to get out of each other's business because you having fun in somebody else's house when you supposed to be having fun in your own house, ain't it? But if they take you and you take you and they beat your ass and then, you know what I'm saying, be messing with your women when you get one and you can't, and then, leave them alone, you know what I'm saying? Go on your own world, you know what I'm saying? Let God take you up, you know what I'm saying? When I drop you back down, you have everything. So go on, Charlamagne. It's a card now. Everybody got to use it. Every bank got one. You might not heard about it today, but you heard about it now. Shit. I'm in the goddamn ship. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, if I'm gonna make a movie, I don't know how y'all make movies, but I'm ready to make movies, but I ain't trying to fly and all that. I just want to get up where I'm supposed to be and y'all put me in a spaceship and take me up and make it look like I'm doing this and that and make it look like I got up there. I'm talking to, mafia leaders and stuff like that and shaking their hand and telling me good job for sending me their sons that took up for me and they killed for me, God, Adam, and not some imposters that was carrying my eyesight in my name. But then I'm up here now. I'm finna shut everybody off. When when I cut off on live, I'm off, you know what I'm saying? But then I'm going to be available for those who need courage to come outside because I don't want a little white kid not being able to give me high five. You know what I'm saying? And being scared to touch God. And it's been a long 22 years. Everybody been scared of me ever since I killed myself. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I went to the hospital and got that crazy name. You know what I'm saying? And you remember when me and Ricky and them used to play around like that shit, we don't do that shit no more.
I might have to use one more time when I come in.
No.
The phone one more time for this
Hey, ask Jeremy if he got a little, a little.
Yeah.
Ask him. No, ask him now.
All right.
Go on. Yeah, Charlamagne, we gonna be all right, man. I want to get with y'all, man. That's what I'm saying. Why we three can't sit down? I'm scared of that.
You just got listening.
All right.
To the house, man. Let's have a meal. Let's sit down and talk face to face, eye to eye. Because every time I, see him doing it, whether it's with David Letterman or whoever, he's saying that's my brother. Like I love him. Like so, what stops y'all from just face to face communication?
Go ahead, do it. Sometimes also, like when you have like such similar personalities, and people are creating their own existence in their own world, in their own simulation or whatever, they need to do it on their own. When we were doing Watch the Throne, I was there, in service to Jay. In service to myself too, but I was there where any idea the Givenchy artwork on Watch the Throne, like the first time you ever saw the Givenchy dog was on the Ham cover. That the Otis B producers were working with. Every piece of information was open source directly for my idol, for Jay, and that's where we were at the time. And if that's the case, then Jay's gonna be around more. If I went off and started focusing on clothes and building my company and my my factory and my office and just focus on my family, all this, and that's what happened.
Jay said you went too far talking about his family.
Yeah, we family, man. We family, man. So and I did go too far talking about my family, but the thing about it, I just want you to know ain't no bad pepper gonna get in the good pepper to be added to the seasoning. That's all I'm saying. So if you lost some loved ones that could not kill, that killed, steal, and destroyed, and just really just disobeyed God, then you got a family member that probably you'll never see again. Just say rest in peace. And that's what they doing. They looking through your eyes. They you. You know what I'm saying? But they good now. If you good, them people that was in your life that you knew, ex-family members and stuff like that, you don't worry about them. When you not around them, they turn into what they was when you was gone. Just like when you almost shot yourself, Adam, Nita almost turned into a spider. She would have turned to a spider. You know what I'm saying? In the mind, just like my man, Dan. You know what I'm saying? When he used to smoke that stuff and turn into a spider. You know what I'm saying? It's all different things them drugs do and all that stuff do, man. Just regular weed, y'all. Make a store, get us some stores. Wherever I go to, I gotta have a place where I can go to the store and get it. Don't be having God walking down the street where it's street gangs and guns, cause y'all got it illegal and police is violent out there. That should be dead shit. All that shit should be dead. I shouldn't even see them kind of police in town or nowhere, because I seen Brown Cannon came down here to help me out when I first came. A policeman from Brown Cannon was buying a bottle of liquor. You know what I'm saying? To ride with me, because he was buying a bottle of liquor. I was buying a bottle of liquor, and he was on duty. You know what I'm saying? And didn't say nothing to me. I ain't say nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? So law ain't shit. That's love Adam God, and Adam God back. The dude that told y'all he was going and coming back, he went and came back. Coach Little League football was the greatest coach ever. Just we all got caught up thinking about winning at the end of the game at the Super Bowl. Then didn't win that. Then we went to play in Bay City. Then, we know what happened in Bay City. We don't want to talk about it and lose nobody. So, we just happy. You know what I'm saying? I just thank God that I'm here. And God, thank you, Adam, that you was here. And we love you, Kanye West. And I know you talking about me. Because it can't be Jay-Z you talking about. If Jay-Z me, then that's me. But I'm the shit. The real shit. The one that went overseas to make Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? You ain't hear about Jay-Z till me and my boys went to Germany and stepped on German soil. Then I'm the one brought everybody back over. I went to sleep, man, and I woke up. Them girls was in the mud way out there, and it was like they was the last two. And they just came in, and the water was way out there, and they just killed everybody in Pharaoh's army. That's what happened right there. And that was 1988. Yeah, then I came back to the United States. They got it written down in 95. They must have lost a lot of people in 95. But then I was trying to get around, man, it was trillions of years before we got messed up and that aging started. I had to put that age limit on stuff because we was just looking like each other and we was making babies and stuff. But when they got our age, we was messing up with that mama, daddy, sister, brother stuff. And that's when all the stuff hit the fan. So when you get up here, we looking through the eyes of God. So we gotta, figure out what we're gonna do. Because if I'm looking through God's eyes, this Kanye West, what are you doing when you not working? Whoever out there that think you don't deserve all the money, the air is taping you. You work for God. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking to everybody. So your job really can't nobody make you go to work, Nike. You got a card you go get. So they can't tell you that you got to go to work if it ain't no price for your business. Now you keeping it, keeping the service that they want to add to it. You know what I'm saying? You keep the programming of it, the end. And yes, y'all can work to do the programming in, but then all you got to do on the money end, stop waiting a week. Why you wait a week before you get another paycheck? Just so you can make somebody have to come back the next week. Because a lot of people get a 1 week check, then they want to quit because they know God going to end it. But all them people fell off. Everybody that didn't make it, didn't make it. Just like Adam didn't make it in the Airborne School, and I know why. Not because he was going to hit the ground, but I just didn't trust it. This God. I didn't trust myself. I said, hell no, I ain't sending him up there. He'll do it too goddamn good. Just like he did in Aristotle School. He dove down with a cross. He did it so goddamn good when he locked up and came down. I told him, go back up there and do it again. This the drill sergeant. I told his ass to go back up there and do that shit again. He did it just like that. Dive. If you see him, man, take him, give him them film. We Airborne School. I know it's got to be had some cameras or something. Whatever we used to film back then, we must be filming it because goddamn, you got a movie. When you went to Germany, that was your movie. That was your movie, Adam, and it was called something. But now we back on you. We done found you, and now you the key to life. You know what I'm saying? The words you got, the way you got them set up and on your name only, Jay, you won. We ain't trying to stop you. Man, let's just keep growing, man. Shit, if we got some land somewhere out somewhere, we got some people, towns and stuff, we need to come in on the roads with some goddamn, trailer homes and stuff so we can put them out there first for families so families can have a place to stay in. We'll put some stores out there for them. You know what I'm saying? Let them build their own stores and stuff out there. And then, we'll do that. It's been going on. Adam watched it be done, so I know y'all can do it. So Adam ain't got to go out there and weld no more. Adam ain't the only welder in the world. It's like Adam was the only welder in the world, and he was the only welder that was welding. When he wasn't welding, John and Ernest had a fit, kept him at work so that they could do whatever they was going to do with whatever they was going to do with. Shit, I know the business of men. Low down, dirty motherfucker. Ain't no man no more. We angels.
You feel like you went too far.
Well, it depends on how you look at it. If we're family, if we're brothers, if we are family, then
It's your family too.
Then it's my family. If we're business associates and this, then it was too far.
Gotcha.
You know, respectfully. You know, I gotta say, you know, I was hurt about them not coming to the wedding. I understand they was going through some things, but if it's family, you know, you're not gonna miss a wedding. You know, and I'm not using this interview to put any negative things, but I gotta state my truth. Like, and then that one thing happens, and another thing happens, another thing happens, and you just start coming up with all type of crazy ideas in your head and stuff. Like, why? And it obviously it's me. I'm like, wow, our personality and stuff. I'm like, because you can't bring all this type of stuff, obviously. But
okay, check this out. Why you didn't come to my in events? I don't know, man. They don't let me see in my area, Kanye West. They only let me hear the interviews of you, what you say good about God. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna let me hear the stuff that you say good about. They gonna let me hear what you got good to say about Jay-Z, but they ain't gonna let me hear nothing good you gotta say about God. You can say Jay and I can catch it sometime that you talking to me, but then we so far away in the years that I can say something that you can catch it sometime 3 bars later, and I know I'm close to home. That's like a deja vu for me when me and you talking and it's pre-recorded. I like doing stuff on the same day, live feeds, but then I really like doing what I'm doing now because I know I'm God and I know you God, and we won't be talking like this if you was out to hurt me. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm at this level, man, where I done heard so many rumors and stuff, and I'm scared to go to LA, and that's my initials. Love Adam, you know what I'm saying? And that's love Adam. You know, love is Adam. You know what I'm saying? God. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Kanye West. You God too, Adam.
but
That's interesting about the wedding. Did they not come? Because in the press it was Beyonce has a problem with Kim, or they don't like all the Kardashian reality show type thing. Or maybe now in hindsight, maybe it was because they had their own issues that they was trying to work out. What do you think it was?
I'm not sure. I'm past it, but at the time I was hurt about it.
Did you ask them?
I don't think I ever asked him that question directly. Maybe talking through someone that worked with him and that kind of thing, but never.
I think you got to address what bothers you, Yay. I think that's what might be causing, what causes the breakthroughs. When you're not asking the things that you want to ask. Like, those are questions you can get answers for. Like, some things you can't get answers for, but that one you can get an answer for.
I don't think the answer fixes it.
True. I want to go back to something you said, speaking about fixing something. Like, how did you, as a man, forgive yourself for, you said you feel like you let your wife down because you hide the security. How did you get over that? Because that's not your fault. That's chance.
I mean, if she wasn't here, I would never forgive myself. It's just bugged out when you're super high profile this celebrity, the concept of celebrity. You're like as famous as the president, but you don't have national guard. You gotta hire your own. You gotta make your own community guard.
It's just a constant thing, basically.
The idea of security and the way it relates to fame and this, that, all that is yeah, especially with social media and all these different things and that's my wife doesn't even wear big diamonds anymore. We don't keep no jewelry, no money in the house, no name, high art, none of that. We don't keep any of that any place where our kids stay.
That's one of the things I talk to my therapist about, though, because it's a very vulnerable feeling being a father and a husband. Because our job is to protect and provide, but we're not with our kids 24/7. Like our kids are at school right now. Like anything can happen. Like, you're not with your wife all the time, so anything can happen. So it's kind of like a very vulnerable feeling. Like you almost gotta let go and let God, so to speak. You think it's easy to be fearless when it's just you that you have to worry about, but now being a husband and a parent, does it make you more afraid to take more chances?
Yeah, but you gotta stay brave. You have to follow your gut feeling. Everyone has a position in the universe, and I've been made and had the experiences I've had for a reason, to be expressive, to go through going to the hospital, to go through the dynamics of family, brother, working relationships. I gotta follow my gut. When I had that fear, I said I have to be brave. And I think is interesting in this world that's like looking for sound bites. Like you talk about the J thing. It's like, you know what? I do love Jay. And I don't have all the answers for every issue I've ever had. I don't have a soundbite for everything.
That's fine. Like you said, sometimes language is an overrated form of communication, right? Like words don't always do it justice. I saw something you tweeted, and it was to the effect of some things can't be explained, some things just need to be experienced. What's that? Expound on that a little bit.
When you want to express yourself, a lot of times words can get in the way. Just this innate feeling that we have, when someone's talking to you, trying to talk you into something or something like that, you're just like, look, this just don't feel right. Oftentimes people playing ball, doing karate, whatever it is, and people, they don't mention karate since the 80s. Karate used to be the shit, but you see all the karate films, but it'll always be, get out of your head, go from your gut, go from your cheek, do what you feel, and that's what I'm big on. Stop strategizing so much. Stop setting so many plays. Stop doing things only based in fear. Like, the universe will assist you when you are acting in love. I tweeted this thing where I said, when you're acting in love, you're like a drop of water and you have the ocean as your army. And when you act in fear, it's just you and your money. Now you can take your money and put it in Bitcoin, put a credit form, put it in cash, or all your cash, and then stand up to the ocean. And who's gonna win?
I'm understanding. I think your mind stayed a little bit more like when you was on stage and you be going into those rants. It was out of fear. You were afraid at that time.
I think those rants. I think to do the rants though, we're brave. I think we're in a place now where bravery is more important than perfection. Feeling is more important than thought. People they put so much thought into it. What's going to happen? So I actually think that the rants came from a place of bravery, and I had enough of the politics. And that's the world that we're in right now. Like, people are speaking a truth. People are expressing themselves, and I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this moment because it's always been such a, just a politically brand, society and mentality that everyone.
To save everybody, one more time, we gonna ain't nobody gonna meet nobody they used to know but Adam and y'all. And when y'all meet, cause y'all was following him because y'all knew he had the keys. And he would tell you, and he knew he can come to himself when somebody trying to take rank from him. That was taking a little money from him and stuff. And he always picked up on that shit. Adam was the clerk, the POL specialist. You know what I'm saying? And we not gonna have wars and rumors of wars no more. So all the Army veterans that ever went to war for me, I love you too much. But they wouldn't let me see you out there so I can come save you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd have came out there in my dreams. If I had, they showed me movies of it, I went to sleep. I dreamed I went and I saved a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I did my part when I went to sleep because I was diving in the road, flying for the kids and stuff. I do that stuff when I'm out there walking and stuff. And then when I'm talking to them and they see me, they see a lot of things going on, Daddy. You know what I'm saying? So we really love you, Daddy. And this Lake Jackson, we sorry they treated you bad, but up here, you ain't got that problem. This James Trevino, when you come home, Daddy, it's all good. You done got rid of all my problems too. I had problems. I really don't have a problem no more because now everybody know if you fussing, you cussing. You know, if you ain't fussing, you ain't cussing. And if you say cuss words, if you fussing, you cussing. If you ain't, you ain't. So you know if you accusing somebody of something or trying to defend yourself for something, two people ain't right. The one fussing and the one that ain't telling them no excuse. This first sergeant. That's what you tell a first sergeant or a mama or daddy. When they tell you something and look you in your eye, and you sitting up there like you be doing jig when your daddy be fussing at you and you be backing up and shit, all scared and shit, then that's saying, you know what I'm saying, no excuse, daddy. No excuse. And you'll never have to go to war because your dad is God. We'll never send you to war to steal from what you got to steal for if your daddy gave them all cars to use from God, not no devil. My book ain't say devil. My book said man. Then they didn't want man. Then when they got left there as a man, then they got mad. Then they came after Adam. Then they tried to get him to come where they was. Then he had to run. Then he ended up in New Orleans. New Orleans won the Super Bowl. They won and still didn't love Adam. He gave them that, gave them all money there. He had people there, black dudes that didn't even work and didn't have to work, just went where God went. And God told them where to go and told them, that he was going to be there. And he made sure he got there. Then when he got where he was, they called the police, and then, the police came and got him. But God, we knew that was you that's come Kanye with. I don't know who that was, but we thank him. Whoever that was that let God go because God was free. We don't need to be street hustling no more. House hustling no more unless you want to. If you got it, then you got a store. Just give it to each other if you got it, and you got it. Give it to each other because the person who's selling it and the store both got cards from God. Use your card to get your food, groceries, clothes, cars, houses, whatever you want in God, Adam LaTroy Jackson's name. And that is the law. The true law is spelled law, yeah. That's all we need. We got a lawyer in heaven. And that's Adam LaTroy Jackson, long as he need living neater, and then is neater if he die. Then we can have a funeral for Adam and show you how we talked about you and stuff, and how you came back after we kept you on the machine and saved you, and then God came back with you, and we'll tell him what the letter said, and you'll figure out what you want to keep and what you want to say was Adam, and what you want to say was you, and you'll be able to discern, was that letter for money or for the love of God? You know what I'm saying? Or for the love of your family. Cause you died for your family, Adam. This Kanye West. I can't change that. You can't change that, and you here talking to me, and I'm in your year. It's 2020. The hospital kept you up, but we're gonna show you the funeral. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the problem was, you had to think you was gone, so they showed you, and this is the life that they showed you. And you're up there, and the bodies, you know what I'm saying, it's gone. But you gonna get a new one. They didn't find you. You found yourself. And everybody that helped, everybody that didn't went to hell. Just like a slave owner still catching people in the wrong neighborhood, forcing them to do stuff for them, for money when they catch them and they not in they city or state, and they on the wrong system. So all cars got to be registered the right way in every state. You know what I'm saying? On every star, it's got to be. So if y'all ain't matching, don't send me nowhere that ain't matching up. Ain't Nancy and Uncle Pick, y'all, because all y'all Shirley Casey. You know who you is in Casey. The baby name gonna be, I want it to be Casey. You know what I'm saying? I want you to name it Rowan them got their name, but this baby right here, instead of Jackson, I want you to rename it Casey. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Pick got his Jackson in here, and then Grandpa Edmund got his Williams in here, and then Papa Enoch. The Browns got theirs, and then all the families of the world got their name in God's book. Even family members that didn't make it, got their name in the book, and they'll be somebody else in somebody else's life, and they'll remember each other, and they'll remember what Adam did for them, and they'll be happy kids. And Raquel gonna be your mama instead of your what you call it one day, and then you remember this. But don't say I told you until you get on your knees in front of me, and then I already did that, Daddy. Last time we did this. That's why I'm always here with you as Adam LaTroy Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Sugar Man cut you. Another brother did this, another brother did that, then your own son jumped you. Everybody. Could nobody beat you. The winner. You won. Love you, man.
Everyone's been in and stuff like, don't do that. You need to do this. You don't need to hang out with them. You need to hang out with them. Yeah, blah blah. All this like trying to please people and all that stuff. And I don't feel like right now like people are trying to please people the same way. They trying to please themselves.
That could be a bad thing too, though, right? Because I feel like we're all public service at the end of the day. We're here to serve the needs of the public. We're all greater than ourselves.
Well, we definitely got to touch on the word bad and the idea of good and bad. Things just are. It depends on what side you're on, if something is good or bad. It depends on what your agenda is. But of course, we can speak in terms of that. We haven't got our language hasn't evolved to what either of us are feeling at this point. So both of us could be thinking in 2030, but we still got to communicate in 2018 because that's when this is dropping. So
do we though? Because you always seem to play in the future.
Yeah, I guess we don't. I guess we could be in the future.
Yeah, people got to catch up.
Yeah.
You talked about the politics. You said on stage.
I was saying that with the word bad though.
Bad, yeah.
Bad is because people are so raised on the idea of home team, away team, positive, negative, good, bad. Like I think negative gets too much of a negative rap.
Yeah, but it takes that to run though.
Yeah, when we were talking earlier, I was like, no,
we didn't fix that shit up and put love in.
You think about bad experiences that have happened to you. Do you still look at them as just bad, or do you?
See, you got positive and negative. Used to be what the car ran off of. Positive and negative for electricity. Positive and negative for gas. You know what I'm saying? If you give it positive, meaning love, it can run off air. Air can run your car. I done been in the car. I know it should have cut off on me. It was red so long and then yellow and stuff. And then I made it where I was going. You know what I'm saying? In a bad neighborhood with a white boy in the car with me coming through, and it wasn't shit for nothing in this neighborhood. They didn't have shit there, man. Wasn't nothing, man, no houses. It was houses, I think, over there, but it was a park, and it had a whole bunch of about 40, 50 basketball players in a courtyard playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? With no jobs, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But then I don't know if they had money or not. If they had money, it was fine. It should have been fine, you know what I'm saying? But if they was in an area where didn't have no money, then, they hustling dope or whatever they was doing to each other to get money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to get some, y'all need to get some, money to get that, not money, but the card system to the people, you know what I'm saying? Just straight up card, love card from God. It's the inheritance we've been waiting on. Put that on the card and say, I thank you for coming up here. You up here, not down there now. Give them their card and tell them going on home, Nike. You on the bank. Shit, go to work, you know what I'm saying? Go talk to people at the bank. Shit, I don't need no nurses. I know you trying to get ready as a nurse and stuff. If you need to be a nurse, we can still heal by talking, Nike, because I did Nisha. So, don't worry about all that. I got to call Nike, see what Nike doing. She finna trip out. She finna trip out because I'm tripping. Oh, she answered. She ain't gonna answer either. What a crazy ass. She ain't gonna answer you. She ain't crazy. No, she ain't crazy. She probably can't catch up with herself now because we done went so deep, Daddy. This Nike. Shit. Yeah, it takes the whole world to get this deep. This is deep like every star in the sky is listening right now. You know what I'm saying? When I cry, stars fall. You know what I'm saying? But they just form right back up and become a little bitty seed. And then it bud and then get brighter and brighter and brighter again. And in the years when you wake up and find out you're a morning star and you be crying again like a baby and you're a grown man. That's when it's almost time to change. But it ain't time yet, Adam. I done built your strength back up. All you gotta do is just do what you gotta do, baby boy. You know what I'm saying? You won. You won. You and Poem them, all y'all niggas from Bay City. You know what I'm saying? And Charlamagne the God and Kanye West, people like that.
Learn something funny.
There's no bad. And there's no enemies. Even people want to kill you are not your enemy. That's something I was going to tweet, and I was like, I feel this, but I don't know take it in a certain way. I've got a lot of ideas that are forward, and I'm just gonna keep building like a mountain of like a snowball of ideas, and just keep getting more and more expressive as I go.
So that's what the book is gonna be. All those ideas.
But I don't even know if it's a book. It's like stream. It's all about stream. Everything is stream. That's why that's an amazing word. That's an amazing modern and futuristic word. Streams. Streams of consciousness. Stream in music. Everything is just a stream. It relates to water. It's like exactly where we will be. We will be the ultralight being an ultralight stream. We will be all just a stream.
I feel like Kanye West the brand. Well, Kanye West the man is rebelling against Kanye West the brand.
My email is not at Kanye West. I retired from whatever that meant to be Kanye West. But I think my attitude is a representation of fighting for your own truth will live. Like if I died tomorrow and stuff, it would live past me. The Ye, it's like a Pac thing. It's
that's your name. Just like Tupac, that was his name. Like your mother gave you the name Kanye West.
Yeah, and it means the only one. One of the incredible things I thought about when I went to the hospital is on Kendrick's album, there's this skit where Tupac is talking about the black man at age 30, right? And I'm like, I made it to 39. I made it to 39 with my opinion. Alive with my opinion. I'm 40 and I still have my opinion. One of the things that was incredible when I, got out of the hospital was I had lost my confidence.
Kanye West with no confidence. That's like Jordan with no jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and you could see it. That's what they're saying, sunken place and all this stuff. It's like, and wow, I never had the empathy for people who lacked confidence. I had so much of it, I didn't know what it was like to be without it.
You mean zero confidence, or you just was less confident than usual?
It just wasn't Black Panther, Superman level confidence. It was, it was placed into the simulation and shit. I was like, completely could be like molded and controlled and everything. If that was the case, if I was, I wouldn't speak up. I'm speak up. So like where I was when I got to the hospital, it's even when I did the next fashion show, it got all these good reviews. Yeah, because I was less confident. Because it's like, there, boy, that's exactly what we wanted.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you traded authenticity for approval.
I didn't trade it. I just didn't have it. I didn't have me. I didn't have my confidence. So that superpower could never, like if I was like homeless, any situation, you could take everything. You could black mirror me. You could put shit on the media and say, yay, fuck to go. All this type of shit. You would not take my confidence away.
What exactly took Kanye's confidence? That's literally like somebody bringing kryptonite to me.
That's why
taking the herb from Black Panther. Like, what took your confidence?
I don't know exactly what it was. It had something to do. I mean, maybe a doctor could give an explanation, but it had to do with something with coming through. I like to call it the breakthrough and not the breakdown. Coming through the breakthrough that, but also I think it was incredible because it was a forced amount. It was forced humility. Because positive and negative, I look at humility. It just is what it is. But previously, I would have looked at humility as more of a negative thing. Even if you read certain definitions, it's kind of got a negative vibe. But as we said before, no positive and negative. But also that humility gave me time to grow. And everyone just backed off. A lot of people depend on me. They ask for a lot of things. They're like, Superman, do this for me. And One of the things that the irony, because people always talk about the sunken place, and
Then you see the meme. They got the meme of you, and you're the main character from Get Out with the tears in your eyes. And Chris with the teacup.
yeah, that I never saw the meme, but I get the picture of it. The funny thing about that is that my wife, like, she's like, I'm responsible. Like, Ye's mom has passed away. I'm responsible to take care of this superhero. And my mom might have had these things where she made sure I never took my Superman cape off. I got this rap that say, parents are the strippers, strip kids of their confidence, teach white dominance, question your common sense. I've been watching the tradition, the Amarants, hopped off the Amistad and made I'm a god. Now, when I said it on a song, I didn't like the frequency of it because it felt dated, because it touched on race too much. So it's not that racism. We definitely are dealing with racism, but I want to push future concepts. Now I'm giving you two streams of consciousness in one. I'm going to talk about my wife. I also want to talk about Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill.
We're following you. We're following
Okay.
you. Set it up good.
That was the moment that I wanted to use Bitcoin, and I saw Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill.
Why?
It's like when you just see like all the slave movies. It's like, why you gotta keep reminding us about slavery? Why don't you show us? Put Michael Jordan on a $20 bill.
But Harriet Tubman was a slave who rebelled, though. Like her and Nat Turner in a different frequency. They kind of were like you when you said you didn't feel like being controlled.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny. Like my boy Tremaine tweeted, a picture of me and Virgil, and he said Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. And all these people got mad. It's like, how can you compare them to that? Man, I know this is going to cause an uproar, but certain icons is just too far in the past and not relatable. And that's what makes them safe. Like, they'll let you go on the Grammys and talk about slavery and all that and racism, because it's not talking about buying stock. It's not talking about buying property.
Yeah, economic empowerment.
Yeah, it's not talking about economic empowerment. You can complain as hard as you want on that platform, but it's not scary.
Well, that's what ultimately got Martin Luther King Jr. killed. Like, it wasn't when he was fighting for civil rights, when he started talking about economic empowerment, when he was planning things like the Poor People's March, which was going to be the largest march on Washington with people of all colors that were just poor and disenfranchised. That's when he took Martin out. How scary. How's the comparison with Virgil? You and Virgil, though?
Well, it's saying that he's more Martin, I'm more Malcolm. But there is a civil rights element to the ability to create your own industry. Because even when we did rap, everything we got, basketball and rap are both someone else's industry. So you're always a player. It took Michael Jordan a long time to become an owner.
With that said, because you mentioned Virgil, like he's now the creative director for Louis Vuitton. I feel like he went from being an owner with Off-White to now being a player. How do you feel about that?
Some people have to do things just to prove that they can be done. And whether they become the billionaire, on the other side of it, Obama went into that office as a public servant in a service position, and it didn't matter the amount of money. It didn't matter the amount of ownership. The world needed to see that this was a possibility. So for Virgil, it's like the world just needs to see things. I was afraid to speak the way I speak now. I was afraid to show you, my office in Calabasas. I was afraid to show you this 300 acres that I just purchased, that I'm building my first community on, my first properties on, because, I felt like it would be shut down. But it's not about me. Even if I got killed tomorrow and they shut everything down, the fact that I put the idea out is the Black Panther shit. That is a kid watching this in high school and a kid in college. Because at a certain point, Pop, at a certain point, he just had to message and hand the baton. He's like, I might not be here.
I may not change the world, but I may spark the seed in somebody else that may change the world.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The problem is, obviously, self-preservation is the first law of nature. But people won't hand over generation out of just protecting themselves. Like some of the stuff we're touching on is very scary. And I'm having to be brave to talk to you about it. There's so many elements in our life that create an icon that you're supposed to feel like you're not as good as the icon. I have an issue with that. I'm just going to say it. Backlash, whatever. I have an issue with ideas that are presented that make you feel less for your entire life.
You look at human beings as more than men, or more than women.
Yeah.
And then when they do something that's human, it's like, they let us down.
Oh yeah, bro. When I was in the hospital, especially the black people that worked at the hospital, and I was on that hospital bed, and I felt like they were like my family members, and I looked at them in their eyes, and I don't know, it was like the tribe or something. Like as much as I want to say we're one race, one humanity, one living organism, there is an element of the black celebrity in America. And when I was laying down in the hospital bed looking through the window at a black UCLA employee, I felt like I had let them down. I felt like they was looking at me like shaking their head. That's just sad. It's like, that's Ye. That's Ye in that hospital bed. That's our Ye, bro. Like that's our Ye juice. Like he can't. Like they can't break him.
That is your tribe, though. I think one of the big moments was when you met with Donald Trump. And I think that let a lot of people down.
The funny thing is, I always think about that Dave Chappelle skit of was Benjamin Bixby. It's like they created,
Talking about the blind racists, right?
Yeah, the blind racists and stuff like
Clayton
that. Clayton Bixby, right? It's like I felt like when I came out and expressed what I said and what I felt, that was almost like a Clayton Bixby moment when everybody's head exploded. Like my Ye, George Bush don't care about black people, cannot in any way. This dude has to like diss Trump at all points, at all costs. Everything about, and some dynamics to this. So many people around me said, "Don't express your feelings. Why? Your brand, you're this, you're that, you're that."
You said you would have voted for him. That's the feeling we're talking about, right?
Yeah, that feeling. Yeah, because people, first thing they say is racism. They say, well, what makes George Bush any more racist than Trump? Is a question my friend asked me. My response is, well, racism isn't the deal breaker for me. If that was the case, I wouldn't live in America.
That's a rich nigga shit there, though. That's a rich nigga talk. Yeah.
Oh no, as a rich nigga, I deal with racism. I do. Just best believe in this gated community with all this shit, I deal with it. So I got love for Obama. I got love for everybody, every human being that ever existed. But I felt like Obama was perfect. He was almost like Nike, or is, where if you saw, or Nike when I was at Nike, not Nike now, Nike when I was at, if you sow in the good with everything, and you got your whole thing planned out and strategized. If you have like a rogue character like me that comes in and says, "We need to do this for Chicago. We need to do this, that," you're gonna take it with a good salt. You're gonna be cordial. You're gonna be all that, but you're like, you're not really gonna change anything. Nike. When I was at Nike, they weren't willing to change anything. They feel Nike who I have the most respect for. And I have respect for everyone at Nike too. These guys, Mark Parker, not just this man forever speaking ill on his name and his company. Because he gave me that shot when we did the original Yeezy at Nike. And he was there with me. I was on a plane with him. I was sketching. And he said, "Look at this sketch. I'm going to give this guy a chance." And he put me next to Tinker Hatfield. And it's me and Don C making the first Yeezy with Tinker Hatfield and Mark Parker. That was the squad that made the original Nike Yeezy. So I always wanted to express that as a father, and and when my karma comes, I'll accept it in real time. Like Kill Bill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When that karma comes to get you.
People actually got a frustration sometimes.
Yeah, but I got some karma waiting on me. But I just wanted to express that, because we're putting into the universe only good energy. And every moment was a great moment, because if Mark Parker hadn't given me that moment, then he helped turbocharge me, and the combination of Louis Vuitton. I had a Louis Vuitton sneaker and Nike sneaker come out at the same time. So they helped turbocharge me. And I had a conversation with my friend in Chris's house down the street. And you talk about some rich nigga shit, I'll tell you some regular man shit that every man deals with. My girlfriend has a child. We have a baby. You make decisions in your life based on providing for your family. I love Nike. I love the Nike. I have to put the ED on it for the stockholders. So, but when I was, young, I used to sketch the swoosh. So it was heartbreaking for me to have to leave Nike, but they refused to allow me to get royalty on my shoe. And I knew I had the hottest shoe in the world. I knew Yeezy was the hottest brand in the world, but I couldn't get royalties. They just said, "Look, you can make 5,000 shoes or 10,000 shoes, and we'll give some of the proceeds to your favorite charity." But it was nothing to build. Now we build in factories. It wouldn't let me build anything.
You're trying to create generational wealth.
Yeah, and just put out more amazing ideas to the world. Both things, generational wealth, more ideas. My friend was at Chris's house and expressed to me that he had received a royalty because he was a store, and I'm Yeezy, and they wouldn't give me a royalty. That was like the final straw. I was talking to Puma and talking to Adidas. The dude that didn't sign me at Puma definitely needs to lose his job and stuff. Like, I'm not gonna say his name, but can you imagine? So, because with that infrastructure and these ideas and this connection I have, it wasn't no way it wasn't gonna be a unicorn. Yeezy's a unicorn. It's $1 billion company. We were at 15 million 2 years ago.
Wow.
And we're gonna hit 1 billion this year. It's never ever been heard of. So
Does that make you anxious? Does that give you anxiety?
Nah. Okay. It's what it's supposed to be. If I really had some percentage that related to my actual influence, I'd be like a multi-trillionaire. So that's fine. So I made the decision, and I left, and I went with someone that would allow me to build something. I can call the CEO of Adidas directly. I have his cell phone. Mark Parker wouldn't get on the phone with me.
Really? I don't even think you should be apologizing to him. If he wouldn't give you a courtesy call.
Yeah, you know, they'd say things like, I don't know why people like Yeezys. You know, various. So, and the funny thing is, look at Nike now. That ever work with me are like the hottest people at Nike now. Like they gave them the deals because we left and ripped their heads off. Um,
How did that make you feel when they leave you to go back to a place that stifled y'all, basically?
who are you saying? You talk about like
The people that
Virgil
used to
and
work
Matt
with you,
Williams
bro.
and Don.
Yeah.
They got families, bro. You know, these corporations, they provide an opportunity. These are my friends, they have families. I'm not going to provide them the same opportunity. I'm not going to stand in their way either.
But you are providing them the same opportunity. It's just more of a, y'all are building something as opposed to something that already exists now. Like those.
A lot of times people like the room, the space. You know, when you get such a big corporation, you could build up your own brand next to it. If you're really, you know, close to me, it's just going to be my brand.
Mm-hmm.
So if people, you know, want to build their own brand, actually need to be as far away from me as possible to get out of the shadow.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird because, you know, you being Kanye West, the heat that you bring heats them up just enough. Like, I wouldn't know Virgil if he hadn't been Kanye West's creative director, creative collaborator, whatever you wanted to call it.
Yeah. It's interesting how it all unfolds. And you feel different ways. There's mixed emotions. They're like, oh, this is my crew. My crew is working for Nike, killing it. You know, I want my crew next to me because, like, when I get on the phone with Virgil, that's my, you know, that's my team. He's like the strategist. I'm the emoter. I'm like Tesla. I'm thinking of all the ideas, like Nikola Tesla, like not the car. And I'm thinking of all these ideas, and Virgil's able to take all of those ideas and then architect them because he is an architect. Like he went to school for architecture. But also, this is great training. You know, people gotta, like, I heard Nike does stuff like sends people to business school, but they're still like at Nike. Like, best believe Don, Matt, Virgil, Jerry, still Donda at the end of the day. Louis Vuitton is still Donda at the end of the day. So I know we're going back to the presidential thing. So
yeah, I want to go back to Virgil too. We'll go back to the president thing. I'm still trying to figure out what's the correlation between Obama, Nike, and how it relates to Trump.
See, Obama came to me before he ran for office, and he met with me and my mother to let me know he was going to run for office because I am his favorite artist of all time. Because I am the greatest artist of all time. It only makes sense. He got good taste.
Yeah, he got his confidence back.
No, I'm just saying that it's a flat statement. Up to this point, you know, after me, there will be greater. You know, but this is Jay. This is like past anything that's happened up to this point. This is the best.
Even Michael Jackson, Prince, Stevie Wonder, whoever else you want to throw there.
Because I throw Howard Hughes in there. I throw Henry Ford. I throw Walt Disney. I throw Steve Jobs.
Gotcha.
In there also.
So you can't say it's a lie because something like that is a matter of opinion.
Yeah, and they
it's a barbershop debate.
They're right. It's not even a debate. It's just the truth. Yeah, it's, man, when you're the greatest, it's funny, man. You know what I mean? Like Ali lived a great life. You gotta know who you are.
Absolutely.
You gotta know who you are. So Obama, it's like, yeah, he's like my favorite artist. I want your support. I'm running for office. I'm like, oh, this is dope. You know, we're gonna get a black president. This dude's mad cool. He's from, you know, Chicago. Then I went on stage, and it would have been good if this video didn't get out, but you saw the video.
He called you jackass.
Yeah. You know, he never called me to apologize. Just the same person that sat down with me and my mom, I think should have communicated to me directly and been like, yo, yay, yo, you know what it is. I'm in the room. It's just a joke. You know,
Wonder why he said that though. I mean, at that time, some words from Obama probably could have helped ease the situation out a little bit. You know what I mean? I was supposed to call you a jackass and pour fuel on the fire.
you know, nobody's perfect. I love Obama. I'm sure we'll hang out, go to Richard Branson's Island, whatever. You know what I mean? It'll still be cool. I just think that we were in a period where, you know, he had so much stuff to deal with. He couldn't deal with a wild card like me. I think that's too unpredictable. Someone that wasn't being controlled by strategy and thoughts, someone who's acting on feelings.
We knew that already up to that point though. I mean, if anything, when you said George Bush don't care about black people on stage in front of millions live, people should have realized at that moment we can't control that guy.
Yeah, you think people would have realized that, wouldn't you? Yes, they didn't. So, and I felt a way a little bit about Obama that I'm your favorite artist. You play Touch the Sky at your inauguration. And now all of a sudden, Kendrick and Jay and all the people you invite to the White House, like now, these your favorite rappers now. And I ain't got no problem with these rappers, but you know I'm your favorite. But I'm not safe. But that's why you love me. So just tell me you love me. That's all, and tell the world you love me. Don't tell the world I'm a jackass. I'm fighting hard enough. Something about me going on stage was similar to what you was doing. Because I'm fighting to break the simulation, break the setup. That didn't make no sense. It's not that I'm particularly fighting for Beyonce's video. It was every time award show has ever done that. Just fucking with artists. We are HSP, highly sensitive people. Artists. That's what you love about us. So you gonna line up a whole bunch of artists and put us in some bum ass suits and shit? It's the idea from like 200 years ago. We dressed like we 200 years ago, lined up, trying to wait for a gold statue. And you gonna make us feel like shit? You know, it's 5 of us and shit, 4 of us gotta go to the restaurant with our friends and be like, man, we didn't win nothing. Fuck that. Man, fuck that.
I remember you said that you was upset because Beyonce said she was refused to perform at the VMAs unless she won the award. I think I was in Sacramento. You went on that rant.
Now you know what? I don't know if that's true. I honestly don't know if that's a true thing.
That was like an alternative fact. That was fake news you put up there.
No, someone told me that.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't heard that from her, and it's not confirmed. So I don't know if it's true. So that shows you, like, people put thoughts in your head to separate. You know, it's people who play both sides. People also not switching sides. There's people who will literally go to you get a piece of information, drop a negative piece, talk to the other side, drop negative piece of information on both sides, and then they show up like, "What's up?" You know, so I don't know. So I could talk to them directly. It's neither here nor there to me. But at that point, when I was on my way to the hospital, that affected me because I'm pure. It's like you don't appreciate pure. It's like you don't appreciate pure. This is like more. You don't appreciate purity. You don't understand the amount of bravery that it takes to be pure into your 30s and be a black in America and famous. Like the amount of like Richard Pryor has this piece where he talks about that. He says like there's no such thing as someone making it and remaining pure. Like I'm talking to you in a stream right now. I'm 40 years old. Got a family. I'm famous. I got a $1 billion business. And I'm speaking to you in the stream. Yeah, that bothered me. But I'm not saying I have a problem with that. I just want to put this out to the universe just to kind of give some people something to think about.
Nah, it's interesting. It's like it's a very Gemini thing. You treat how you feel. You know what I mean? You get to this point where you're Kanye West, the superstar of the brand, and it's like they want you to be everything but human. But you're a human being. Human beings got emotions.
They want you to be everything but you.
But you, yeah.
What were you gonna say?
No, I'm just saying, if you feel a way about, something you heard that Beyonce did, and you feel a way about Obama calling you a jackass, you should be able to express that.
Oh yeah. And then I also had a problem, that Obama's from Chicago, and Chicago's the murder capital of the world. I had a number of things that made me say, just like how there's racist Trump supporters, there's things where I'm like, well, maybe
y'all boys got a money problem. Get the card and people will visit you again. And name, it really ain't worth shit. I got Kobe and Gigi on my shirt, but that's got old. You know what I'm saying? We all gods. I respect Kobe and Gigi. You know what I'm saying? But I also respect the old lady that just died today in the nursing home. I love them the same. Same little girl named Nisha. Shoes, man, and Nike and Casey and Jeremy and Champ and all of us. It's us. You know what I'm saying? That we made everybody and everything. You know what I'm saying? And we not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? But you one of us, Kanye. Don't think you know bigger. And I'll never say I'm bigger than nobody. Because you can be as big as the master, but you can't be past the master. And I'm the master.
Let me tell you something. The main reason black people can't work together with each other and get money with each other is they turn on each other instead of turning to each other. Man, all it takes for you to ask somebody, how you getting money? How can I get money like you? They feel like if I hate on this person, like for instance, right, if I'm selling dope hole, and round the corner he's selling dope in a dope hole, and I'm out hustling him, the first thing he gonna do is call the police and hit the tip line on me to shut my trap down. Instead of realizing one day I might run out of dope and he gonna get the business that I can't make up for until my pack come in. He ain't got that sense to think like that. He thinking if I hate on him and shut him down and take food out his family mouth, I'm gonna boom. He ain't realizing I'm out hustling him. I might be giving.
See, we ain't even on that level, Nino Brown. We make rice, we welders, we make oil and all that there, do tennis shoes, we do everything. We do you, Nino Brown, we do you. And you making your money. I got somebody paying you. But the truth is, heaven, we don't deal with money. Money is the root of all evil. Just leave it at that. If it's the love of money, that's the root of all evil. It's money, that's the root of all evil. But you can take it into another sense and say that money is the answer to all things. You know what I'm saying? You can take it over there. But Nino, you don't know. I'm sorry, I don't want to bust you out. But we don't use money in heaven. It's a card. And 666 is a man, not no devil, Nino Brown. So if you in a town that you need money, you got left last night. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, homeboy. I ain't trying to have nobody walk up to me with no gun in my head. You know what I'm saying? So I can't come down. All I can do is talk from here. Get that message. Go to the bank. Get your name in the book of life. And then you'll be there on earth when your time comes and you change. But you got a card worth everything. Just go in whatever store you want and buy what you want in the apartment and have a good day. You might not even like to live in the city you got behind you, but you're going to be walking in that room, if you want it. You know what I'm saying? Because you in a movie. And the daily things that you do. Then when I see you, I see you. Now you're in the house and stuff like that because you can't kill, steal, destroy, lie, nothing like that up here. You good. and you'll stay living forever. My grandfather died like 66. My mama died 66. And then I ain't trying to die 66. I'm trying to ease on out of here, and be myself again and know all my grandkids, same age they is. And Josiah and Josiah coming. And I want to know them. And shoes, I don't want to come up here, have to come up here or go down there to discipline nobody no more. Ain't no evil stepdaddies coming in the world. And every stepdaddy know he a stepdaddy and a real daddy, Jerry. Remember that. That's the way I took care of Caleb now. And Caleb, you teach him how I taught you. And you teach him how I taught you, Daddy. Because I was you, this Caleb. Shoes. I know what to say and what not to say. And I know when to cut it off and when to cut it off. And some people had that power, but nobody has power to turn shit off. No more, Daddy, when you talk. But you got it. You God.
More better deals than him. And see, this is another thing you got to realize as a black man coming up in this business field. McDonald's and Burger King be across the street from each other in every neighborhood. And then you got Wendy's somewhere around the corner or next door to McDonald's or Burger King. None of them owners that's got their business on that corner or on that block is beefing with each other. Matter of fact, they might smoke cigars together on big boats together and might bank with each other and use the same lawyer because they understand people choose who they want to use. And you got to understand that, man. McDonald's and Burger King sell the same burgers and fries, same soda in every store. Wendy's got the same burgers and fries.
Hey man, when God come in town, God tell people what the name stores and they what's called. McDonald's ain't never gave nobody no idea to get nobody no card, and I left the goddamn treasure map right there, your Bible. And the Bible stands for beautiful, beauty in banking, Latroy edition, Love's edition, living forever edition. Not living paycheck to paycheck. You find yourself on the ground, Nino Brown, you got a card. Go to your nearest bank. That's a promise from God. Even those who tempt God got the promise. But we up here, man, I don't know when we gonna change, but 66 is my name.
And the same soda. But the thing is, people go to McDonald's for that goddamn Big Mac sauce. You can't produce a Big Mac. I don't care if you go buy the Big Mac out the stove and the bread out the stove. You can't produce a Big Mac the way McDonald's produce a Big Mac. So people gonna go to McDonald's regardless because they want that Big Mac. That's their signature. You can't produce that Whopper like Burger.
I know, and I got that. But it's a lot of places that's out there with businesses and stuff like that want to, fix a business up and have y'all to come to and sit down and eat. You got to travel. You know what I'm saying? I got people working here and there. Just keep working, you know what I'm saying? You work for the plant. You was working for the plant before. Now when God give you card to work all the time, Diane, you should have no problem. You was working overtime all the time to stay at the plant. So if you was doing it for money, you could do it for God. But you ain't got to stay out there all the time. You just work 40 hours, come on home, get your 4-day weekend, and, live life and have shift work. Another crew come in. All you do is work 4 days a month and then get that 40 hours in. That's like community service, loving God service. And then, you know what I'm saying? Believing that God will just let you walk outside the body when you hear everybody calling you and you leave the body and you go where everybody at. And then float up with us and, become who you gonna be. Nino Brown, this God. I ain't worried about McDonald's. I love McDonald's food. I ain't trying to change McDonald's taste and stuff like that. That ain't McDonald's idea. That's Adam's idea. Adam is God. Shoot, Nino Brown ain't got no A-R-I in it. I mean, A-R nothing in it. So I might not even know you. You know what I'm saying? And you a letter. You might not be but one letter, and it might be so far gone. And don't nobody know you no more, but you trying to come up here on some of the secrets that you learned through this CD series the last 12 years. And now you up here trying to make a little money off God too. When God's supposed to be giving everybody all the money and just telling everybody what to do up here to not get your town back, get you pulled back down on the ground on a money deal like Sugar Man. Woke up one day and I was supposed to give the card, tell him to get the card, and he owed the dude $60. He ain't see that, and then goddamn got killed. So that's why it took so many years, because we trying to filter it so much to where we done strained all the evil out of whatever got us sick and won't ever get sick again. Nino Brown, God got a brand. This McDonald's. Everything you see in this world got a stamp on it. And it's God, Adam, LaTroy Jackson. If it ain't good, it ain't good. Because we work for him, Nino Brown, not you.
Burger King produce that Whopper. I don't care if they give you all the ingredients and goddamn the bread and sits in your eye. Your grandma can't produce that. You can't produce them Wendy's fries and the Wendy's goddamn classic singles and doubles and triples and all that. You can't do that. So what you gotta understand is, man, people don't rock with you because what you do. People rock with you because the way you do what you do. And I ain't got to hate you. I don't got to see you as the competition or a competitor for me to get money with you or get money together. We just got to rub shoulders and put our heads together to figure out how we going to count all the money. Man, I might send you some people. It might be a girl that do hair around the corner. You can't do all the hair in the goddamn Atlanta. You can't do all the hair goddamn in Miami or New York City or LA or Texas. Somebody else got to get them some money. Stop looking at people as the competition, man. Learn that even preachers preach the same word, but people go to different preachers because the way that preacher preaches.
No, man, all I'm saying is ain't no more preaching, homeboy. That's it. What the fuck you preaching for? What you need? You know what I'm saying? If you get the money, if you should die, shit, you gotta die 21 the age, 18 your age, 21 mine. You know what I'm saying? That's why we keep ID cards. Anybody over 21, could be a problem. Come on now.
It ain't about what he preaching, it's how he preaching, how he deliver that message. It ain't about what you do, it's how you do it. Stop thinking that everybody is competitor to you. This from the dope field to the business field. Man, it's enough money out here for everybody. Stop hating on your brother, man. Get money with your brother. Right now, we need to be putting our head together, man. We need to be like McDonald's and Burger King so we can get on our yacht. So we could goddamn buy our kids some goddamn McDonald's. We got to stop doing. Man, listen, stop beefing with your brother. Come up with your brother. Learn to get money with your brother. That's your problem. Everybody in competition. Ain't nobody want to listen. Don't compete with the people you eat with. You see them same people your whole life around there in the hood. You grew up with that dude, played throw up tackle with that dude, shot the goddamn basketball in the crate with that dude, and now you want to hate on that dude because that dude using his tool up here to out-hustle you, out-hustle him. Stop hating on him. Compete with the people that's in the banks. Compete with them judges, them lawyers, them state attorneys, but don't compete with your brothers who you eat with. We the business.
That kind of makes sense, but the card I got, heal all things, and never will have nobody with no gun in their hand for shit. That's why Adam came and got me.
Creepy. I wouldn't say creepy, but freaky. It might get a little freaky. What am I saying? That all along for you. And with that being said, it might get a little freaky. But see, what we have to know during this time of lockdown and that what has been the most challenging for us, a lot of us, many of us, nonetheless, we have made it. We're still making it by the grace of God. Many of us have the world, all over the world, many many that are all over the globe, had to do something that for most of us we never dreamt that we would have to go through a lockdown, and let alone just the things that have been just that we've been facing, or that's been all around us. But what that has been doing for many of us have been creating a muscle that we didn't know that could be formed. Just like when you have exercise, you come in maybe one way, but then you stick to a routine, or you start to do a new routine rather, and you picking up heavier weights, right? And you thought that you were probably, well sculpted, your body, but as you picked up even heavier weights, okay, now you see that you've developed a more defining muscle, you like, wow, where did that come from? From you picking up them heavy weights. Well, the same thing with this lockdown, from us having to kind of go through this lockdown, which was challenging for many of us. We made the best out of it. Some of us went through them, it was just up and down, because for a lot of us, it was up and down. Let's keep it real. So, we stand having faith, but it was some moments where you just like looking at God, like, God, do you see what's going on? It's been times enough, like, God, do you see what's going on? Okay, even I was like, Father, do you see what type of stuff is really going on? But anyway, I see that this has strengthened a lot. It depends on who you are, how you may see things, but I see in the spirit, and going by what it's been doing for me, it's been strengthening me in a way that I have even a stronger muscle, far as faith, that to see the faithfulness of God even through this process, even through this shaking, right? It's just amazing at the same time, and it sometimes causes you to almost want to cry some tears at the same time, because you're like, wow, it's been one heck of a roller coaster. Life can be, almost had me crying. Life can be a roller coaster ride, and there's nothing said in the Word of God that we were going to always have it, just at a certain pace. It's just smooth sailing. You're going to find yourself going through some currents that's going to cause your boat to kind of rock at times. Just like even in the plane, you go into high altitudes, it's going to cause that boat, that plane. You're going to sometimes go through turbulence. The higher the altitude, you're going to even go through some turbulence. You know what I mean? So life alone can kind of be turbulent at times, and that's what a lot of us have went through. But we holding on, even you might have not flew before in your life, but even in the airplane, I flew once, a few times before. But you hold on, and in the process of me holding on, when the turbulence took upon the aircraft, I was holding on to faith, and Holy Spirit was holding on to me. He was holding on to me. So I thank God. To God be the glory. So I'm saying that to say that this. Wow, but it has sure created for many of you, including myself, more of a muscle, faith muscle to stand, to you're stronger, is what I'm saying. You're stronger now. So it might get a little freaky. What I meant by that is that, no doubt, because as you enclose in on the territory, on your territory, amen, that God has promised you, okay? It's like Jabez prayed. Jabez in the Bible, in First Chronicles chapter 4, verse 10, he spoke about God. He asked God to enlarge his coast and or territory. So as you are coming on the enlarging of your territory, amen, or coming in on an enlarged territory, then it sometimes get a little freaky, because you might have people that's a part of where you're going even, they start to act a little, wavering, in their own outlook. First, they seem to be even with you, praying with you through all of this. Don't be surprised if that occurs, because that just happened to me. And I was like, wow, I just had a glorious, phenomenal day with family and God. And then here is it that someone that's also close to me, that I tend to believe that it's also a part of what God is about to do in a way of kingdom perspective. How they are seem to have a spirit upon them that has jumped on them like an unwavering, and they coming at you with insecurities. You like, wait a minute, you were the same one that we were praying warriors together. So don't be surprised if some freaky little remnants try to appear. Just like a storm that's over. Sometimes we see the aftermath or the remnants. Say, for instance, a heavy storm just took place and it's just starting to go, but there still may be a little dew left behind, or there still may be a little drizzle, a little misty, still may be a little misty outdoors, outside. Well, hey, just know this. Even when the sun's shining, you can still sometimes see that there's some leftover rain. It's all right. Keep going, because you have to receive that it is bright. Your brighter day is right here. It's for many it's right here already. Hallelujah. And for some others, it may you're right on the brink of it. Hallelujah. You're right on that. That storm is passing right over. The sun is shining upon you. You made it. And to God be the glory. So keep on going forward. Do not give attention to those kind of things that seem to be like, what did that come from? Just keep going. Give God the glory. Give God the glory. You've been glorifying God all the way up to this point. Do not give space or place to the enemy in no shape, form, or fashion. He is defeated. Enjoy the goodness of the Lord. I'll talk to you all soon. God bless you. My name is Sylvia, by the way, with Word of Ministries. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing. Bye.
Bye. This Sylvia King pick, I'm her. When you on here and start talking about revolutionary stuff, Pet, the government don't want you to talk about that. That's how Dow Chemical got you. So don't, think, me messing with you. I had to write that letter for you and get on up out of there and fix the problem. But it took some years to get you me. And now you here.
Do you ever feel like an underdog? Someone else is racking big plates or running a full sprint on the treadmill.
I just really did not like learning at all.
This program is brought to you by the partners and friends of Creflo Dollar Ministries.
Coming up next on Taffy Talk.
And so that's the beauty of relationship. And that's the beauty of us not all being the same and all having the same perspective and seeing things one way. But that's the damage of being stereotypical and having biases and prejudices towards things, because we only see from one perspective.
I want you to look at your life, your family, your friendships, your job, your hobbies, every single piece that makes up your life. God cares about it. And I'm on a mission to show you how to take back the victory in all those pieces. How every single piece of your life is covered under this grace. So join me July 6th through the 10th for Grace Life 2020. Register now at CrefloDollarMinistries.org. And remember, no piece left behind.
You build shit anywhere. You go on shit and build shit anywhere. For you. All you gotta do is have
Your love is left behind. Keep holding. You left behind.
In Genesis chapter 2, verse 18, he made someone who had the ability to communicate with him. You gotta understand, Adam and Eve, when they were in the Garden of Eden, they were there to fellowship with God and to fellowship with one another. Not that they would be run out of the garden, that they would hide from God and be ashamed and be condemned and all those things, but they were there to have communication and to have fellowship with God. Of course, we know the enemy came in, so forth and so on. But if you look at even what God does here in Genesis 2:18, we'll understand how God's plan and image was for the man and for the woman. He says here, this is before they had eaten of the fruit of the tree and the knowledge of the good. He had given them instructions in verse 17, and then in verse 18 he says, and the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone. Some say all in one or by himself. I will make him a help meet for him. We looked at that word help in times past. It is a word that is also used to describe God, God being our help. It means a strength. It means to rescue. So the woman, in essence, was rescuing the man from being alone and was rescuing the man from his aloneness. And so he says, I will make him a helper, meet, suitable. I look at what it says even in the original Hebrew translation. What that word meet means. We identified the word help is ezer, a strength that rescues. But it's a helper that corresponds to him. It's a helper that corresponds to man. It literally means a helper that is against him. If the man is worthy, the woman will be a helper. And so it talks about here, this word meet is the word kanego. When you look at it in the original translation, it means kanego, corresponding to, equal to, and in some instances that opposes him, or maybe causes, the scripture describes it here, and I'll just read this. One who opposes and prevents the man from acting rashly or helps him to achieve a common course, maybe by questioning and discussing. By questioning and by discussing. And so that's the beauty of relationship. And that's the beauty of us not all being the same and all having the same perspective and seeing things one way. But that's the damage of being stereotypical and having biases and prejudices towards things, because we only see from one perspective. And we're limited just for how we see things, maybe from only our point of view. But he says, it's not good for the man to be alone. I will make him a female to come out of his side, who is just like the man, has the ability to have intelligent speech, intelligence in God's service. And this female will be the kanego that is meek, that is able to respond, to correspond. In some instances, even opposes or prevents acting rashly. In some instances, it literally means a time when a wife can be a helper by maybe going against what her husband thinks. You have to think about Ananias and Sapphira. What if Sapphira had said, Ananias, we need to give it all. Bible says she came in several hours. The same thing that happened to her husband happened to her. What had happened if, maybe Abigail or some of the other instances in the Old Testament where maybe their husbands weren't saved, but yet there were dialogue that had taken place, or even Eve and Adam when they were there in the Garden of Eden and said, no, this is not what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to eat of this tree. And so that's the beauty of relationship. when before God, we can recognize who we are and not think, oh, I'm not supposed to say anything. Oh, I'm supposed to be silent. I'm not supposed to be able to operate in this grace, this intelligent speech that God has given me, the wisdom of God. Because otherwise, we can begin to see less of what God wants to do in the body of Christ. And so it was Deborah, who was a judge, who had wisdom, and Barak, who walked alongside her. And he was functioning in an area where he was able to be her support. And in fact, let's see if we can find that in Judges, and how she heard from God about what to do. The wisdom of God came upon her life. And as a result of that wisdom coming upon her life, a whole nation was able to benefit from it. Because I don't imagine that Barak saw her based on her gender, but he saw the wisdom and the grace and the gifting that was upon her life. And so that's why we have to renew our minds, and we have to change our mindsets and our attitudes so that we can prove the will of God and we can see what God wants to do. Amen? Let's look at verse 8. And Barak said unto her, I will go with thee, surely I will go with thee. Notwithstanding the journey that you take shall not be thine honor, for the Lord shall sell Sisera into the hand of a woman. And Deborah arose and went with Barak to Kadesh. And so we see what happened here with the battle. Verse 14, Deborah said unto Barak, up, for this is a day in which the Lord hath delivered Sisera into thine hand. Is not the Lord gone out before thee? So Barak went down to Tabor, and verse 15, the scripture says that God discomfited Sisera and all the chariots and all of his hosts with the edge of the sword before Barak, so that Sisera lighted down off his chariot and fled away on his feet. So to make a long story short, everything that they believed and what God had spoken to them came to pass. But how do you know? It had to be because they were open to the graces and the giftings that were on each other's lives. And the assignment that was necessary to take place to impact the nation, to get the victory over what had happened. But what if she had thought, as many during that day had thought, that her place was in the home? There will always be some who feel that one's place is in the home. And so I ask the question, what does God say your place is? Of course, we know a woman should not neglect being a wife or a mother because she's involved in ministry, and neither should a man neglect being a husband or a father because he's involved in ministry as well. And so we have to recognize that these are wrong beliefs for us to think that God will not use one because of their gender, their color, or because of their class. And so we have to begin to shine the light on this area, because as a result, the body of Christ has been limited with women stepping up and men being able to recognize or embrace the grace for change and for elevation so that we can all reach our fullest potential. But thank God for our men of God and the men in this church, and it's changing. And we have women in ministry and women who are operating their callings, and I'm thankful for that because of the Word of God being the final authority. So we have to ask ourselves and just recognize that God does not expect either to neglect by saying, for a woman to be out of her house or to be outside in some leadership capacity, she's going to neglect her family and neglect her children, neglect her husband. We don't think of that in the same way in which if a man is outside of his home. So we have to recognize that these are wrong beliefs. God is the one who establishes marriage, the family institution, the grace of God on our lives. And it was God's idea to put to the male and the female to be a source of fulfillment for them both, and to be able to exercise companionship and operate in the assignment that God places on lives. So let's look at another area which I can attest to. Is you may say, well, I'm nervous, I'm afraid, I can't do what God has called me to do. But I mean, that's wrong believing. I've come to understand, even if you have to do it afraid, do it. Just as long as you recognize that God is with you. There may be people who don't understand why you're there, and you're not the right gender to be doing this. But if God calls you to do something and you know and believe that that is what God has called you to do, how many His word should have the final say so? And so this is vital for us to change our thinking and to change our mindset. You may say, I'm shy, I get nervous, I cry when I try to talk to people. And as a result, I don't say anything and I'm silent. But no, God has a purpose for using you, and He, like all have the opportunity to trust God and develop in the things of God. Some may say, well, I don't have a good education. What does education have to do with it? Because how do you know God can use whoever He wants to use? I believe in education, but we have to trust God and recognize that He can speak and He can do and allow His word to be the authority in our life. Some may say, well, no one asked me to do anything. Well, what can you find your hands to do? What can you do? I mean, there's a lot to do around this church. Maybe there's this dissatisfaction. There may be something on the inside. And you're like, well, why they do it that way? Or why don't they do it this way? And maybe that's something that God has placed on your heart to do. Maybe that's something that you're called to do, is to bring it to pass or make it become a reality. So I'm saying all this to say is that in these last days, there's a potential, there's an opportunity that we all can begin to tap into. But it's going to be based on us
I'm finna get off this thing now, man. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Get on my page.